Namaste and welcome to class. And thank you so much for sitting with me with your undivided attention and with your notebook. Today we are probably in the last transmission that I will be doing from here, from Canada. It's the last day or week before we go to Peru for our 10 days journey in the second chakra of the earth, investigating about the sacred womb. And in today's class, I want to talk to you about a fiber of your heart that we are going to call it the spiritual warrior. And I say a fiber because it's actually an organ. It's part of the heart pulse, is part of the heart personality, is part of the heart physiology, inclusively the anatomy. It's very much related to also to the immune system, and it's also related to the dosha of the fire element, the one that it gives the warmth, the initiative, the willpower. And so it's really in every part of your body, is inside each of the center of the cell, the spiritual warrior. And the spiritual warrior have three particular functions that are indispensable. And we are going to talk about that. And we are also going to talk about the three types of warriors that you perhaps can relate to it, and how we can encourage that type of warrior to the max frequency possible so you can be protected and guided. So let's start with the fact that in that anatomy of that fiber, that light and that resonance of the heart is designed there for you to see with your heart, to see what is truth and what is untruth. In that, it creates a very intimate alliance with your third eye, because the third eye is the one that foresees things. It's like the lantern of the miners. And in that fiber, also, there is a thermostat that is saying, what is it that you need to give and what is it that you need to receive? What is safe for you to receive and what is unsafe for you to let go, or when to let go? There is a cycle and you let go, right? A certain readiness when you have to accumulate certain amount of experiences and wisdom to finally realize that, okay, I need to let go of my pride, of my vanity, of my sense of humiliation, of my victim, etc. There are some lessons you need to learn. And in that, it comes at the time where the spiritual warriors say, loose up, let go. You're safe to let go. Your lesson is being completed and you don't need to fight anymore against what you have judged. On the other hand, you also have that warrior that is saying, okay, what is safe for me to receive? Is this relationship safe? And you know, we always know. We always know. I have met many couples, and when I ask the woman, for example, say, why you are with this man? And it gave me a series of qualities and so on. And I say, well, did you know that this man was going to be difficult in this? Or did you know what you were going to get into it? And 90% of the time you say, yes, I knew it. I knew it, what I was signing up for. Well, how you know it? It's that safety part that you say, okay, you can receive that experience. You are ready for that lesson. You can let it go, let it in or not. So this wisdom of the heart, of what it gives and what it receives, when it receives and when it let go, is part of the spiritual warrior. Which is very much to the second part, where is the spiritual warrior is the one that have the sense of boundaries, right? It is like if we can imagine that the spiritual warrior is just around you and say, okay, you can walk, keep walking. You have that boundary. When it's too much that you're giving, then the spiritual warrior start to feel very nervous and you start feeling very agitated. The increase of energy, the increase of alertness in the nervous system that say, no, we need to fight here, where immediately you go so tired, I'm giving too much, I'm overextending. Well, the spiritual warrior, it measures that and alerts you about that. So this is a very important role of your heart. The third part is about knowledge, because after all, the spiritual warrior is the one that opens the path. It cuts all the weeds and cuts all the ego conversation, and it cuts all your complaints and dramas and manipulations and so on, and it serves you as a guide. It say, no, don't go that way, because that it would be very dramatic. Instead, goes this way. You may be reluctant to go that way, but overall, the spiritual warrior did say, okay, I am opening the path for you, and the safer part for your heart to move into experiences that are necessary for your maturity, to make you strong. So with these three faculties of the spiritual warrior, you feel safe, you feel protected from your own dramas, from your own conversations, from your own experiences. So you have not only the curiosity to go into the experiences, but you have the reassurance that the experiences are not going to kill you. It gives you a sense of eternal existence, that it doesn't matter what you live, how hard your life is, you are going to live forever, that you are endless soul, a spirit forever. You are not going to die. You are deathless. And in that is where the fearlessness comes out of the spiritual warrior. That fearlessness is not coming, not only opening your chest like that, is I am going to exist forever and you can hurt me and da da da. No, it's simply a force, an enthusiasm, a vitality that is immeasurable, and your cellular system is designed to respond and acquire and assimilate that force of the spiritual warrior. It's a vital and intelligent courage. Now, with that, we have to move to the three types of warriors, because what do you do with that energy? And the type of warriors that have been persecuted for so many centuries, when you know the truth and you say the truth, you get burned and so on. So the spiritual warriors really had been persecuted, not only by humans, but also by themselves, by imposing in themselves a very high judgment, because either they have rocked the boat, or because they have said the truth, or they have named certain protection, or simply because they are innovators, they foresee things. So the three types of warriors must be taking note and see what is of your best interest to cultivate the one that is more needed at this point. And I say this point because you may be experiencing a lot of increment of enthusiasm in you, a lot of increment of energy in you. Either that, or you are feeling very defeat and very with no energy because you have not understood exactly what is requested from the spiritual warrior at this point to mature. So the first type of warrior is the one that is defeated before the war. Is negative, and it sees the experience as an enemy, and it sees the experience as, oh, it's pointless to go into there. I don't go to the battlefield. I am not going to experience it. This is going to hurt me. Or, oh my God, I have to be perfect. I need to learn. This is one of the favorite things. I need to learn first how to manage the experience so I won't be hurt. I will be perfect. I won't be seen as a stupid. I won't have to decode with shame, whatever. It gives you a story so convincing, usually using rules. That, oh, I have to be that, to do this first, then I do that second, and then third. And in that way of thinking, you are missing the opportunities and dialoguing with the opportunities of life that is already proposing to you a beautiful experience in that it will make you hard, agile in the receiving and in the giving. So this defeat of the warrior, it gives you conversations, right? It gives you conversations. It always have to go through the mind first, and you have opinions about things, and you have to, in your head, negotiate it, and is this gonna, and at the end, you don't do anything that is productive or satisfactory for you. You don't take the opportunities and the experiences that are being proposed to you. The second warrior is the activist. It's the one that it gives, that see everything as an enemy. It's the one that is prepared to see the external world as it's gonna hurt me, and everybody is against me. Everybody is different than me. Everybody is not understanding me. Therefore, either I have to fight over my opinions and impose things and control things and make a plan about things, and even go into beautiful ideas, you know, like world peace, of defending nature, something like that. But you know, all you are doing is an empty revolution that is not really involving others in cooperating towards something that is in the receiving and the giving. And you know, humanity is caught in that. Politically, we are in that. In education, we are in that. Financially, we are on that. We become a very predatory race where we are all against each other because of opinions, because of endless activism of who is right and who is wrong, and what is the best method to win the war and to win the financials and so on and so forth. So at the personal level, the warrior that is an activist, it never rests. It gets burned out. And in the nervous system, it creates certain addiction of responding the same way. And with that frequency of behavior and conditioning, you start ending up that I am like that. I am so, you know, I am just like an incredible warrior. I protect and defend everybody, the hungers and the this and that. And you think it's a good cause, but at the end it's not giving you any favor. And internally you are going to be against anything that is producing an opportunity for you to confront an experience where you are unique and that is new and that is going to promote your growth. So you get stuck in the loop of activism, creating just wars within you. You create dramas, and of course you need to have an enemy. My husband, my kid, my job, and you. In French, I love that word, déguster. You savory that conversations within you. The activist loves to express their point of view. The third one, which is the one that I want you to take really notes, put it in the fridge, is the warrior that is able to have the equanimity of discerning what is the proper thing to receive, what is the proper thing to let go, how much you have in boundaries, how much you are able to risk your heart, and how much you're able to protect your heart. This is a warrior that is based in witnessing, is based in patience, is based in guidance, clear guidance, and is able to guard you from your own ego, and is merciless in front of the dramas and the negativity, and you have the mercy as well to involve your heart in things that are conducive to your growth. The spiritual warrior is very much in alliance with your teacher, with your spiritual teacher inside of you, because it have the guidance. If the teacher say go that way, the spiritual warrior say let's investigate the way. If the path is safe, is everything is good, immediately it send that information in the fiber of the heart, and then you get the enthusiasm. You get it, okay, I can go now, I can prepare, I can create an action, right? So the pure spiritual warrior is tranquil, is not fighting with you, and is not making you believe that you are the problem. The spiritual warrior that is pure, he sees that what is the problem, what is the strategy that it needs to be done, but the problem is not you. It doesn't involve you as a problem, that you don't have the problem. The experience is offering you a challenge so you can grow, you can make yourself stronger, but you are protected from the spiritual warrior. Your heart is protected from the spiritual warrior. You don't get identified with the experiences. So you see the value about this spiritual warrior is incredible necessary now, because you are, I won't say unprotected, but you are uneducated about this fiber, how to utilize it, how to make it aware, and how to implement it in a way that you're calm and you're not abusing the nervous system, the hormone system, and the immune and the hormonal system for you to be in the experiential world. You are protected. You are given the tools of the spiritual warrior inside, in your biology, in your magnetic field, in your plasmic field, in your electrical field. All that is cooperating right now for you to realize how safe you are, how guided you are, and how much power you have. All you need is to take the sword, not to hurt yourself, because some warriors, they just love I was abused and I was abused and I was so this and that, and anyway, you know what I mean. Take the sword and have the rose. Be soft. You don't need to cut yourself. You don't need to cut others. You know you are protected. You're giving that as a fundamental organ of your heart. Realize that and go into the experience this week very lucidly, very courageous, and very calm. Thank you so much for sitting with me, and I will see you in our next class. Namaste.